What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI, the Gentleman on IG. It's Wednesday, so this is a new episode of Dear Black Gay Men podcast. It's still our short, bullshit-free step out of our comfort zone to talk about all the emotional ups and downs along the journey to happiness. Hopefully, this is our midweek reminder of how dope it is to be black gay men who love black gay men. I am Jay the Gentleman. This is Dear Black Gay Men podcast. Now, let's get into the episode. So, if for those who are watching on Patreon, I am in my workout clothes. I bought those shorts that have like the compression shorts sewn into them. My hair is a mess. My skin is random, and I was just hit with the idea for this episode of the podcast. The gym for me is the worst place to shoot a shot. If you want to get my number, do not get it at the gym. I intentionally smell like this because I don't want to be bothered. I have a resting bitch face when I'm at the gym. Although, my resting bitch face is not that effective because people always come up to me and be like, "Are you Jay the Gentleman?" Yes, I am. Thank you. And, they'll have a conversation. I am personable to a degree, but the gym is not the place to ask for my phone number. Because I'm just not giving a good showing. Like I'm not cute. I ain't put together. I'm just regular degular. I'm actually intentionally down bad when I go to the gym. Shoes don't match. Sometimes my socks don't match. My shoes don't match what I got on. I ain't wearing two different kind of shoes. But I'm in the gym because that's therapy. That's when I'm raw and uncensored, unfiltered. And, it just doesn't make for a good look, I don't think. But there's this dude in the gym. And I don't know if he's gay. I don't know if he listens to the podcast. But no matter what, I could go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. I could go to the gym at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I could go to the gym on Sunday. I could go to the gym at 8:30 at night because the gym closes at 9. Or does it close at 10? Whenever I go to the gym, he's there. And he always he always ensures that he comes and speaks to me. I don't know this man. I have never met this man in my life. I don't know his name. A part of me is like, maybe he follows me somewhere. Another part of me is like, maybe we're like Facebook friends. But I genuinely do not know this man. But every day he is there. And I realized the reason why it's frustrating is because he won't just say what he's trying to get. He'll wave, say, "How you doing?" and then stare at me for the rest of my workout. Like, look me in the eye, look me in the face, but won't ever just say what he's trying to say. And the beating around the bush always makes me feel uncomfortable. Because I know I stink. I haven't showered yet. I ain't cute. I ain't put on my, coconut oil and shea butter. I ain't got my oils on. Then my body spray. Then my cologne. My clothes ain't cute. Like, I'm uncomfortable in general because you're recognizing me, you're speaking. But now I'm really uncomfortable because I don't feel my cutest and you're staring at me. And I think that is emblematic of how I am in the gym all the time. The gym is just not the right place for anybody to shoot a shot at me. Now, Lamont White, who is the dating guru, he said that if you want a man, wherever the gay people are, that's what you should be. And he has like 3 steps to shooting a shot at the gym on his IG. And one of them is you don't shoot a shot during the workout because you're not going to be the focus of his attention. He's going to be focused on lifting a weight or whatever. And if you stop him from lifting weights, you're going to be a distraction and not an opportunity. So you shoot your shot when they're coming in or you shoot your shot when they're going out. But this dude comes up to me in the middle of the damn workout. He'll walk clear across the gym. He'll come up the stairs to the ellipticals and just so he can say, "What's up? How you doing?" And then proceed to stare at me for the next hour. And it's weird. It feels very weird. Now, if he's listening to this, hopefully he's not offended because I'm telling my truth. And I would never have this conversation in the gym, but it feels weird. And what that taught me though, and like I'm assuming a whole bunch of things. I'm assuming that this man is one of the girls. I'm assuming that this man finds me attractive, and I'm assuming that he wants to do something with that attraction. So if all three of those things are correct, then he's going about the process the wrong way. Smiling at me was only cute the first time. If you're not gonna say something, then leave me the fuck alone. But I think the bigger lesson is it is really difficult to shoot a shot anywhere to the girls because all of us, myself included, are constantly thinking about what do you want. The older I get, the more I'm like, come with your intention clear. But the whole process of shooting a shot is shooting the shit first. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Creating some small talk so there's some intrigue so that then I can be like, can we go out sometime? Give me your number. But so many steps in that we make it hard. I make it hard. If he would have just came over to me and said, hey, how you doing? And it led to a conversation, odds are I'd probably spend the first however long of that conversation like, what do you want? Hey, what's up? Hurry up. And I would wager that a lot of us probably do that. If some stranger walked up to you at the club or at the bar, or at the grocery store, or in the gym, odds are you'd want them to cut to the chase. Like the other day, I was in the Kroger parking lot, and somebody was asking for some money, but they want to tell this long story. This is funny. They want to tell this long story about why they're indigent and down and out. And so I'm like, oh, I'm putting the groceries in the car. So I'm like, oh, you can have this loaf of bread if you want it. And they were like, oh, no, we like white bread. You telling me you go from being indigent, can't afford nothing, crying, telling me this sob story about how your kids is hungry, and then I offer you some food and you like, oh, no, not that kind. I prefer nature's own white bread, King Hawaiian white bread. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. But so much of our life is spent trying to get to the chase, bottom line it for me. But the hard part about dating is that everything is not a bottom line. Dating is a journey. Dating is a process. Just like relationship is a process. Marriage, from what I gather, is a process. None of these things have a destination. And I think a lot of us shoot ourselves in the foot when we start an interaction assuming that there is a destination in mind. Now, yeah, there are checkpoints. I walk over to you, I speak because the next checkpoint is I want to take you out on a date or I want to go out on a date with you. So yeah, I'm going to do the work to get there. And then first date turns into a second date, a third, a fourth, however many, hopefully until it becomes, whatever you want it to become. But all of this is just to move through the process together. And it really hit me that this person might be trying to start a process with me, but maybe he doesn't have the tools necessary to navigate that like I would hope he does. Now, that is a red flag all in its own, so I'm not going to spoon feed how to shoot a shot at me, but I think a lot of us might be ill-equipped on how to shoot a shot and start the process. The receiver of the shooting the shot tends to be harder to engage if you're anything like me and how I've been in this situation. And then the shooter has to have so much of his intention, has to have so much courage and vulnerability to even start that process. That if I have, 1% too little vulnerability and courage, and you have 1% too much get to the point, then we end up just missing each other. Now, granted enough, this person is not my type. Don't know his name. He's taking way too long. And even if he were my type, we've been going at this song and dance for months now, maybe years. So I'm not really interested in whatever he has to offer because he could have did this. I could have been waiting on him at the door. But I do think that it shined a light on how difficult it can be to date us. And if neither of us, neither the shooter nor the recipient, can resolve in our spirit that we want to be connected, we want to be found, we want to be cuffed, then maybe what we're saying to the world, the energy we're putting into the atmosphere is, I'm not ready for a man. So if we don't soften on one level, and if we don't muster courage on another, then perhaps the reason why so many of us are single is just because neither of us are doing the necessary work to either be found or to find. And all of that, to me, is just intention. Normally, I would end the show at, "So dear Black gay men," and say something profound, but this is the last episode of season 3 of Dear Black Gay Men podcast. We are doing a live show tomorrow, but this is the final one of season 3. So instead of trying to give you something profound, I will just say, dear Black gay men, I will see you in season 4. That was our show. I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG. The podcast is new every Wednesday starting in September. So screenshot this episode and share it to your IG. Tag at JAI the Gentleman on IG so I know that you're tapped in. And leave us a 5-star rating on your favorite podcasting platform because it really does help us find new listeners. The easiest way to support Dear Black Gay Men podcast is to pick up a Dear BGM hat, hoodie, or t-shirt set. You can shop now at dearblackgaymen.shop. I am Jay the Gentleman. This is Dear Black Gay Men podcast, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.